The Cowboys have the 17th overall pick in the upcoming NFL draft, and two Cowboys beat writers both think the Cowboys would select Jerry Jeudy over CeeDee Lamb at that spot. So, Shannon, if you had to pick between these two receivers, who would you take?
Jerry Jeudy. He's the most technically gifted receiver that I've seen in a very long time. He's comparable, if not better, a route runner than Amari Cooper. Skip, I watched him the other day, and I've only seen two people actually run this route. My brother showed it to me. He used to get a cut-up of all his routes that he ran in practice and in the game, and he would bring them home, and he would watch them with me. So I ran this route. So I've only seen someone run this route twice. And a college kid is not supposed to be able to run this route. Now, Skip, he's going to release outside. Now, he knows he's going to break outside because the DB has inside leverage. He's like, if I just go up, push out, the DB is going to drive it. A DB is taught to wherever he feels pressure, Skip, he pivots that way. Jerry Jeudy releases outside, knowing he wants to run an out-breaking route. He tugs on the DB's inside shoulder. The DB spins to the inside. He breaks out and is wide open. He didn't get the ball, just like I didn't get the ball in practice, but it just goes to show you what you have to be a great route runner, Skip, is imagination. Now, also, you have to have the ability to sink your hips and things of that nature. Skip, he's technically sound. A college kid should not be able to run routes like this, not just open the package and just go. He should be taught, and Skip, I understand. Alabama might be as close as we get to a pro team, but Skip, this kid, his ability to separate, his ability to transition in and out of breaks, because that's where you get the ball, Skip, is that in and out of the breaks, because you have to understand, DBs, for the most part, are more talented than wide receivers, Skip, because they're paying them to run backwards as fast as a wide receiver runs forward. And he has to guess where that receiver is going, where the receiver knows where he's going. Skip, this kid is the real deal. Now, I'm not saying CeeDee Lamb isn't a good receiver, because he is, but he's not on Jerry Jeudy's level as far as running routes, as far as transitioning in and out of breaks. I would take Jerry Jeudy, Skip. Can you imagine with Gallup and Amari Cooper outside and Jeudy in the slot? Because, Skip, they don't really use a fullback. They want to play three wides and one running back, what we call 11 personnel. That's their formation. That's how they want to play. Man, Skip, I don't know. If they get Jerry Jeudy, I might have to reevaluate y'all win total. I might. I didn't say I would. I said I might have to rethink some things.
Okay, let me start by saying I will fall off my chair if both CeeDee and Jeudy are available for the Dallas Cowboys at number 17. And just for the record, in Todd McShay's mock draft, he has Jerry Jeudy going to the Jets at 11, then CeeDee goes to the Raiders at 12, and then Henry Ruggs, obviously Judy's teammate, goes to San Francisco at 13. So there's 11, 12, and 13 ahead of 17. Mel Kiper has Jeudy going to San Francisco at 13, then Ruggs goes to Denver at 15. Mel does have CeeDee Lamb lasting to 17 for the Dallas Cowboys. If that happens, that alone, I will be Super Bowl ecstatic because to me, I am dug in on this. I told you last September that CeeDee Lamb is better than Jerry Jeudy and will be better in pro football, have a better career. And now I believe that even more because CeeDee Lamb plays bigger and plays stronger than Jerry Jeudy, even though he's just a little bit bigger than Jerry Jeudy. It's like 6'1", what is it? 6'1" to 6 feet. 6'2" to 6'1", and it's 198 to 193. But CeeDee plays so much bigger and stronger, and in some ways even faster than Jerry Jeudy plays, especially in big games, that I don't think it's a contest of who's going to be better long term. CeeDee Lamb is going to be a number one for somebody. Jerry Jeudy feels like more of a number two to me. Now, I'm going to give you your slot point. The one thing that hit me when I first read this story in The Athletic is, well, maybe on fit, Jerry Jeudy in the slot next year in place of Randall Cobb might be a quicker fit. He might be more adaptable to those kind of routes out of the slot, the Randall Cobb routes, than maybe CD would be. But I got to tell you, Shannon, to me, long term, CD will be the better investment, the better receiver. It's like a younger Dez Bryant, Dez in his first 3 years, who can also return punts because CeeDee Lamb has better hands than Jerry Jeudy. He has better glide to him. He has better change of speeds. He's more athletic. He has he's better going up for the ball than Jerry is. And I like Jerry Jeudy, but I love CD. And there's something about big game competitiveness that I saw from CD that I didn't see from Jerry Jeudy. Jerry will drop balls. I don't love him on tracking deep balls where you have to adjust and find it. I don't know if he's gifted at that. I give you the advanced route running, but I also give you that he was surrounded by 3 other teammates that left him sometimes in single coverage because obviously I just mentioned Henry Ruggs is going to be a high first-round pick. Devontae Smith next year will be a high first-round pick, and Jalen Waddle next year could be a later first-round pick. So you might have 4 first-round receivers on the same roster. That's unheard of. I don't think we've ever seen that before from a college roster. And yet CeeDee Lamb last year, as Jenny will tell you, it became CD or bust for Jalen Hurts and the Oklahoma Sooners, where he was in triple coverage. And against Texas, you want to talk about run after catch. CD is no lamb after the catch. He is a lion after the catch because you can't get him on the ground. He will either make you miss or he will make you look weak because he will run right through your arm tackles. So he's more pro-style fit for me going forward. He's going to play bigger and stronger in pro football. So I would be hard-pressed. If both of those guys are there, if I'm Jerry Jones and I got final say, I'd be thinking, well, maybe Jeudy could make us a little better next year out of the slot. But my goodness, CD going forward could be better, or I think he will be better than Amari Cooper will be because Amari's been disappointing me with his lack of road warrior. Obviously, he disappeared in the Jets game and the Patriots game and the Eagles game. So Again, I am completely sold on CeeDee Lamb, and if he's sitting there and both those receivers are there, I think you just have to close your eyes and bet on the longer term and take CeeDee Lamb.
You ain't got to close your eyes, because if you open your eyes and watch the tape, you take Jerry Jeudy. Skip, you're not lining up to take DBs out of the Big 12. You line up to take DBs out of the SEC and out of the Big 10. That's where the DBs come from. Alabama, LSU, Ohio State. That's where they're coming from. When the last time the Big 12? They're not lined up to take no linebackers out of the Big 12. no DBs out of the Big 12 because they don't play defense. You want defense? You go to SEC or you go to the Big 10. That's where you go to get defense. So CD, and I'm not saying I like CeeDee Lamb. I think he's going to be a heck of a receiver. But if you said, okay, Shannon, you get one moving forward, I'm taking Jerry Jeudy, and I'm not looking back. Plus, the thing is, Skip, Gallup is on a 4-year deal. Now, are you sure that he's going to be as gung ho about staying in Dallas as Amari is? The money is going to be going up. Now, Washington tried to make a play at Amari, and Amari didn't want to hear anything. He put on his noise-canceling headphones, and he's like, I ain't got nothing for y'all. I'm going back to Dallas. Everybody might not be giving you that. So there'll be a time that it'll be a smooth, a seamless transition. Gallup leaves, you bump Jeudy outside, and you don't miss a beat. Skip, he's the real deal. Trust me. Kids, like I said, he's beyond advanced when it comes to route running, transitioning, and that's what I'm looking for. Can you drop your hips? Can you get in and out of breaks? That's all I need to know. Skip, yeah, you want him to be Skip. Steve Largent couldn't run. Jerry Rice couldn't run. But what they could do is drop their hips, get in and out of breaks, and get that separation, because the quarterback is going to have to throw you open. Man, this kid is for real. He's as good as I've seen in the last 10, 15 years at just running routes. Now, we get to the NFL, Skip. That's the big part of it, Skip. Learning an offense, knowing what you have to do, but he's technically advanced. Not sound, technically advanced.
So, Shannon, I ask you,
yes,
if Jerry Jeudy is facing a lot of single coverage because Devontae Smith was really their most lethal receiver last year, and obviously Ruggs was the fastest receiver in college football, and Jalen Waddle can run routes too. Help me out. How much of an advantage was it on Jerry Jeudy running routes last year that CeeDee Lamb didn't have, because CeeDee Lamb was triple covered in every big game?
Well, here's the thing, is that Jeudy won the Biletnikoff Award. So what happens is that when he comes back, there's like, we're going to take this guy away. It wasn't until Devontae Smith started having these 200-plus yard games, these 150-plus yard games, Skip, there's like, hold on, wait a minute. While we're doubling Jerry Jeudy, we're leaving this guy single coverage. And he started toasting. You had an advantage, and that's what made LSU so dynamic, Skip. Is it going to be Chase? Is it going to be Jefferson? Is it going to be Moss? Is it going to be Marshall? Who do we double? And whomever get the single coverage, you punish him for it. Well, that's what happened. When you got Ruggs running 4.27, you got Jerry Jeudy that can run 4.4. You got Smith. I don't know what he can run, but he looks like he's 4.4, 4.5. And then you got Waddle, who you can't tackle because he's going to make you miss. Yeah, that definitely helps, Skip. But also you have to understand, Skip, if he goes to the Cowboys, he got Zeke. You load up to stop Zeke, oh, you're going to double it. Because you're going to start out doubling Amari Cooper. You're going to start out doubling him, Skip.